Hi everybody, just gonna run through a quick video of how to install the latest version of Debian in Virtualbox, okay? So I've already downloaded the ISO, you can see it down the bottom there, 11.0. Literally this is where I've got it from, so I've kind of come in and taken the kitchen sink version of Debian, so you can see it's sitting there on 3.7 gig. The other option, let's show, we could probably have taken, so you can see there, that's where I've just literally taken from the CD option. I'll work my way back through these a bit. I'm going to go back one more. Excellent. You could have taken one of the net installers, which is smaller and it downloads as we go. Either or is fine. Okay, I've just made my life easier, and I think the install is going to go quicker for me for the video anyway as well, okay, because I think I've more of the files that's needed that don't need to be downloaded as part of the installation. Okay, cool. So I have my ISO. What do I need? I need Virtualbox. Excellent. So you can see I already have one installed, which is Ubuntu. Great. Now I want Debian, so click new. So if you haven't installed Virtualbox, go get it. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Not too much issues that we can get with it. If anyone has any issues or is giving any weird errors, etc., don't be stuck. Just send Jonathan an email. Okay, so I go new. I'm going to call it Debian. Debian. I don't know what it'll be called, 11.0, I suppose. Make it meaningful. Linux Debian 64-bit. Continue. Okay, happy. This is where it installs. So I'm in on my Mac, so it's going to users. Username is lecture, and it's going into VirtualBox VM's directory. Okay, continue. I have 16 gig of RAM, so I'm going to give it 2048. If I only had 8 gig of RAM on my laptop, I'd probably might give it 14, 15. You can juggle this a bit. You're kind of fine tuning between giving it too little and it runs slow versus taking too much, in that, you know, it's taking too much of the resources that probably should be for the host machine itself to use. So it's kind of a bit of a fine tuning and a balance, but that's never really let me down too far with, you know, 2048 for 16 gig and kind of going to maybe, 1500-ish if you had 8 gig of RAM. And if you had less, then you can just kind of maybe go 1024. But you can tune it. You can always change this later on, okay? Continue. Create a virtual hard disk now. Okay, so this is going to be a file on the host machine, but this is what our hard disk for our virtual machine is going to be, okay? It's going to be a VDI file. It's the VirtualBox disk image. We're going to keep it as dynamically allocated. I'm going to give the hard drive 50 gig. It's not going to be that size initially. It's going to start small and grow up as far as 50. That's where the dynamic piece comes. If I set it to fixed, it's just going to create a file that's 50 gig in size. So it's better to let it grow. Okay, so it's taking up less resources on the host machine. Dynamically allocated. Okay, so I'm just going to click in here and go 50. I don't think I need this much. I think we can get away with a lot less, but that's what I want. So I'm just saying that, that's personal preference. So you could probably get away with a little less, but seeing that it's dynamic, when I finish my install, the file could be probably 7-8 gig. It's just sitting on my machine. Okay, has the potential to grow to 50. Excellent. So there it sits. So from a, just to describe this, just an analogy, it's like this is like a desktop machine that's just sitting there with a blank hard drive. And what we want to do now is we want to put the installed CD into the CD drive, boot the machine, and start to install Debian. Okay, so literally I'm going to go into settings. So make sure you've clicked Debian 10. You can see there it's highlighted blue, so it's highlighted. So make sure we're on the right one. Click on storage. You can see here that it looks like a little CD drive under controllers IDE. Click on it. And then over on the right hand side there's another disk. Click on it again. And it lets us choose what ISO to put into the disk drive. So I'm going to go choose a disk file. And from downloads, I select Debian 11.0. That's what I downloaded. Open. Okay, you can see it's quite large. I'm going to leave this unchecked. So what's going to happen is that it runs from the CD once, and then the next time it runs, the CD is ejected. Okay, so once I've put the ISO into the drive, start the machine. Okay, this pops up every time, so we have to pick out Debian or whatever ISO we want to use. Okay, so you can see there I've used a few in the past, but I'm going for Debian 11 this time. So start. Okay, so that's small. My eyesight. Oh wow, hold on. It's hard to see that. I can read it, but it's too small. So here's the trick: View, go scaled mode, then go switch. Now, this is how cool this gets. Now I can see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go for a graphical install, so hit enter. I'm going to get that out of there. You're gone. You're gone. Okay, so we chase our way through the installer. English. I'm going to go UK. Continue. British English will do. Hostname Debian. Host. Yeah, I'll just go with that. Continue. Okay, root password. Okay, Jonathan's giggling again. Is anyone going to tell me that my password is not secure? Well, if the computer's not going to tell me, I'm going to say it. It ain't that secure. Full name of the user. Spelled correctly, that'd be good. Username, I go for John Mac. Oh. I'm going to pick the same password so I won't forget. Keep it simples. And we're off. Cool. Okay, so it's saying guided, use the entire disk. This is the 50 gig that it's our VDI file, okay? So this is what the virtual machine is picking up as the disk, okay? Continue. See it there, 53.7 GB. Great, I thought I'd only given 50, but Virtualbox is gonna set that up for us, okay? All files in one partition. Okay, I'll go with the easy option. Finish partitioning and write changes to disk. Write changes to disk. Yes, please. And go. Okay, excellent. So this might take a minute or two, or a few minutes. So I'm not going to pause the video. I'm just going to show exactly what I've gone through, okay? If anyone is watching a video, obviously you have the option to fast forward. I don't. I am stuck here. Do you wish to scan more media? No. Are you installing from a DVD image even though it contains a large section of packages? Oh, I'll say yes then. Okay. Sure. Just in case there's any extras it wants, it has the option, okay? It's not going to hurt us. It might take a bit longer though. The system may anonymously supply the distribution developers with stats. This choice can be later. I'm going to go no. Standard utilities and no, that's it. We'll accept the defaults. Okay. SSH server, web server. Yeah, all good options, but not needed for this module. You can always install them later anyway, we're never stuck. Okay, we're still tipping away. Oh. Okay, it seems that this new installation is the only operating system. Yeah, that's true. Continue. You may need to take... hold on, I'm gonna go back. Oh, install the group, okay. It seems that this new installation is the only operating system, so it should be safe. Yeah, continue. You need to make the newly... Okay, so select what's there and continue. That's just our bootloader. Complete finish. Okay, so I'm just going to power it up and show it working, okay? Enter. So literally just rebooted. Enter whatever your password is. Excellent. Okay, cool. Excellent. Yeah, cool. Okay, we get it. It works. So that's it. Perfect. We're ready to rock and roll. That's our installation complete, so we can start moving towards setting up our C programming environment, etc., etc. Okay, so cool. Hopefully we found this useful. As always, any issues, any questions, don't be stuck. Please send Jonathan an email. Okay. See you later. Bye.